So, having performed the skeletal upon the bones of the last skeleton, what do you want to do?
Well, what are we looking at?
There's a door that we didn't come in.
Correct.
Just one, or are there two?
There's one we came in,
Um,
and one that we didn't come in.
yeah. There's a door next to the sarcophagus that Rangir was up against. There's also a door up against, about 5 feet away from the sarcophagus, that triggered the attack.
Right. Do we?
And that's not the one we came in.
Correct.
So.
Neither one is the one you came in.
Oh.
There's double doors down at this end.
Oh, so we did.
There's double doors down at this end. There's a door here, and there's a door here.
Oh, so
The
we
sarcophagi were here, here, and here.
Do we need to look around and see if there's anything else we needed to
Do
see?
you want to make an investigation check?
Do we want to investigate further, or are you done?
What would we do? A perception check?
Investigation check, but yes.
Investigation check? Sure. And investigation,
About halfway down your skills.
oh, I've got +5 on that.
Ooh.
It's because you got a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
You're a wizard.
So is it a what, D?
D20. Anytime I call for a check, it's a D20 plus the listed skill.
14 +5.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, there's nothing really aside from the 3 platinum rings that we already discovered. You have 2 of them, yes?
I do.
You have 1 of them. So,
They don't have to be
Which-
magic, do they?
no, they're unfortunately just,
Worth 50 gold pieces a piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we?
it's the Tresendar signets.
So, the what?
It's the signets of the people who,
Oh, the elves.
the people who lived here at Tresendar Manor.
Right.
It's the ancestral signet.
Makes sense.
It's carved with the crest of Tresendar.
So in your wisdom, you need to figure out which door we go through?
Well, we're probably going to end up going through both of them eventually, but.
Unless one is a shortcut to the same destination. Is there anything written on the doors? No.
That would have come with my perception check, I would imagine. When you get that high. Well, we've got 1 guarding the one door and 2 guarding the other door effectively.
What?
Well, you've got 2 near this door and you've got 1 skeleton near this.
Oh, they're dead. They're all
No,
dead. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying
When
the
we
way
walk-
they were positioned
Yeah.
could mean that the one was more in need of being guarded, or it could not. Let's go through the one that's not where I am. It's across.
Okay. As you open the door, you find as you go to open. Who goes to open the door?
Do we need to do an initiative check or
Marching
an
order. You can
check?
choose marching order, but if you just want to decide, okay, I'm going to open the door.
I'll open the door.
You open the door. Okay. It is locked from the outside.
I don't think I have any skills
I don't
about
have
that.
anything that's.
Finnan smirks
And
and pulls out a set of
believe-
thieves' tools.
I believe we have you along for a good reason.
He pulls out a set of thieves' tools and
Excellent.
goes to work on the door.
Excellent.
Hmm. There we go. Second try gets it open. So. Racks of weapons line the walls of this chamber. including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door.
Does it?
You didn't say any long swords.
Yeah. Do you want to check around and see if there are any longswords?
Do you have a longsword?
No, I've got a
yes.
short sword.
Do you have proficiency with longswords?
I do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make an investigation
Yeah.
check with advantage.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage because it's a really small room.
9,
Go ahead and roll again. Take the high roll.
19.
Yeah. You very easily see that there are 12 spears, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers holding 20 crossbow bolts each.
Oh, hello. How much do those weigh?
20 crossbow bolts weighs... One and a half pounds apiece.
I'll take one of those. Because I only have 20, so now I have 2 quivers. Now I have
Yeah.
2.
40. You now have 40 crossbow bolts. You roll d20 when you, as usual, twice.
When
So when you fire a crossbow bolt, roll d20 twice.
Really?
Because she has 2 quivers. Or, no, correction, select 1 quiver and use that for your usage dice. When you fire the crossbow bolt, just roll a d20 until you run out. And then when you run out, if you run out at some point, grab the second quiver
Just
and
that-
start doing that again.
Yeah, just remind me
That's
that.
easier.
Yeah.
I want a long sword.
Okay, you take a longsword,
Yeah.
equip a longsword. It is a martial melee weapon, 1d8 slashing. And it is versatile. So,
How much does it weigh?
3 pounds.
So about 112 pounds.
So, it is a versatile weapon, meaning you can do a 2-handed attack for 1d10 slashing damage.
As opposed to D6.
D8.
Oh,
You did write down D8, yes. On your longsword damage.
Oh.
It's D8
oh, okay.
slashing. Or 1d10 for a 2-handed attack.
I'm gonna write that down. Excellent. I'm feeling
I need to bring up my sharpener.
You've got a long sword.
No, he needs to sharpen his pencil. Oh, we're being funny there, okay.
We're being funny.
So, that's that room. There's a little passage up, 15 feet long, that led to the door. And then kind of the dice line. Okay. Do we want to continue to explore this armory area, or do you want to go back and look at the other door?
Oh, it was a dead end.
Essentially, yes.
Do we, I have found that often when we do a perception check in a room, it reveals stuff that we didn't see before, but,
You just made a perception
You made
check.
one
okay,
as of
yeah.
a 19, right?
okay.
The 19 revealed the
Okay.
contents of the
Okay.
armory.
Then I guess we go back. There's no reason to just stay here. There's no armor, is there?
Unfortunately not.
That's something I
Right,
could use.
exactly.
So let's go back. Try the other door. One of them.
There's one
I
more
just
door.
don't see any.
We should go back out the way we
So
came.
go back to the other door next to the one sarcophagus?
Mhm.
Alright. Who goes into the door first?
You're on a roll. Are you on a roll? You
I'll
wanna
go
go first?
first. It'd probably be locked.
Nope, it's not locked.
Amazing. Has Finnan already been busy?
No.
So do I need to roll because I've already gone
Just a
through?
minute. The long room is partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars walling off the north and south. Filthy straw lines the floors of these cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plain gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the wall. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, because there might be something in that heap of discarded clothing. It might be a human.
20.
Oh,
Natural 20?
The man
Natural
did
20.
it!
You see everything. You see that 2 Redbrand ruffians, one on each side of the door, are standing there, waiting for you.
Uh-huh.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Roll it for initiative.
Roll again?
Yeah, for
Roll
initiative.
So it's a
I
20.
want to ask for a
Oh.
check or initiative. I get the dice is cursed, but there's no reason to throw it out like that.
12.
Okay.
And do I have add in an initiative?
Do you have an initiative bonus?
I don't know, I'm looking.
I do this minus 1. 15 minus 1 is 14. I'm going to use it for
Oh, I've got a plus 2.
Or 12, so 14?
I'm at 14 also.
Reroll? Just the straight d20? No added?
19.
Okay.
Beat me with a 20. I'd rather you go in first.
Go ahead and just roll any dice. I will roll the d20 to see what happens.
3.
Okay. So. Okay, the initiative is Edra. No, sorry, Victor.
Oh, hallelujah.
Edra. Rangir. Finnan. Elizabeth.
Yes.
And the Redbrands.
Yay. Oh, we gotta roll well, y'all. There's 2 of them, right? And they're kind of beside us. Are we all inside?
Well, no.
Okay.
Rangir is, yeah, we'll just borrow this
Yeah.
as our room here. So this is what the room looks like relative to our position.
Okay.
About 15 feet of room in the middle, 10 feet of cells this way, 10 feet of cells this way.
Okay.
Doors and bars on either side. The door is about 5 feet from the cell wall here. It's in the middle. There's about 5 feet on either side.
Mm-hmm.
The door is here, the Redbrand is here,
Ah.
the Redbrand is here, the Rangir is here, everyone else is out here.
Okay.
Which isn't great.
No, it's not. You can't get in?
You can pass with consent. An ally.
With consent.
Yes. But you can't end your turn in the same space as anyone else.
How far in is he? Like, I can move 25 feet.
So he's 5 feet. He's in the square just inside the door. He
So I
walked
could-
in, looked around, and was like, I see everything. I am the Eye of Sauron.
So I can get past him if you'll let
Yeah,
me go
if
past.
you
Okay.
if you let her go past, she can get into the room.
And Victor could too, right?
Victor could as well.
Okay. You want to
So
let us
Victor I thought you were
I let everybody pass,
It's gonna
except for
kinda-
the bad guys.
He's gonna kind of push past you because that's how it works in D&D. Something like that.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be some cramped fight.
Yeah.
Victor's gonna take a position on the north side of the room, in front of the door.
Which
Right, south side of the room, sorry. South side of the room. So he's gonna take a position about here,
Okay.
in front, and next to the Redbrand hiding by the south side of the door.
Would I have
In
told
front of the
people
subway.
that all the stuff that I saw?
At least tell them about the Redbrands,
Yeah.
so they can
Yeah,
barrel
I mean,
in there.
Because we haven't heard anything
ready
else
to
yet
fight.
because there's more to hear, but we gotta
Right.
deal with the Redbrands,
At the
right?
very least,
Yeah.
you were able to yell, "Hey, look out, Redbrands!"
Yeah.
And at the mention of Redbrands, Victor just comes barreling into the room, ready to go.
Good for him.
Much appreciated.
And not to
You're
be
okay,
outdone,
guy.
Elizabeth. We'll see what she does. So, Victor comes charging into the room and makes an attack against the Redbrand. And he hits it.
The stick's a big ol'.
So,
He hits it, but what?
That is gonna say which damage she does.
he deals 8 points of slashing damage to it. Not happy. The Redbrand is definitely damaged.
Okay.
So,
And,
it is your turn.
okay.
Are you going to come into the room as well, or are you going to stay outside?
Well, guys, I have two possibilities. Can I cast a cantrip of Sacred Flame from outside?
No.
Then I need to come into it. There's
That's
nothing I can do from
99%
outside, I
sure
don't
you
think.
can't. Let me check the spellbook real
I don't
fast.
think there's anything I can do from outside. Because I have, I could throw my hand axe, but is he within line of
Within
sight?
range that you can see. So you have to see the critter, right, creature, in order to
I'm not 100%
hit.
sure whether I would be,
If you're outside the door,
I wouldn't really
you can't
see.
see it because it's up against the wall
Okay,
hiding.
so I need to come into the room.
Yes.
Okay, so then I think I'm gonna use my, can I get close enough to Warhammer him?
Yes. Which one are you attacking?
The one that's just been hurt. Well, what do you want me to do? The one that's just been hurt or a new one? Get them both down?
You could theoretically attack him,
Okay,
I think. We'll go with it. I don't know 100% what the rules on diagonal attacks are.
do you want me to, just to be safe, do you want me to go with the one that's closer? Okay, that's fine.
Go with the
I'll
other
go.
one
Okay,
on
that's
the
fine.
north side.
So,
So you run into the room, take up a position opposite the cell door on the north side, and take a swing at the Redbrand hiding in the corner.
yes. Alright, see if I have this.
At this point, that's about everyone that can fit in the room.
Oh, okay. 17.
That hits.
And it's 2d8 for my Warhammer. No. Yeah, I'm at 2d8, right? Because I'm on what level?
Huh?
I'm in level 2, so up here I've got 2d8 listed, is that correct?
That's your hit dice.
Oh, okay,
That's
so
what came up. Your Warhammer,
1d8 plus,
1d8 plus 2 bludgeoning.
okay. And then do I have the strength?
That is your strength, I think. Check your strength.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Plus,
Anything that's equipped already has all your stuff added.
yes, that's correct.
It's mostly for
1d8
things
plus
like the
It
long
Oh,
says
sword
add
and quarterstaff
attack.
you just picked up.
It says add attack bonus of +4.
Where?
Oh, sorry, plus, right here with my hand axe.
That's the attack bonus. That's
So
what
I
you
already
take
had
to
that,
hit.
okay, so I
Well, that's what you take
got
to
it without
hit. Your
it.
damage is on the first, is on the
Okay.
right.
So 1d6 plus 2 slashing.
Okay.
So 1d6, 2 slashing.
1d8 plus 2 slashing.
Okay.
Unless you're using your hand axe.
No,
Are
I'm
you using
using
your Warhammer or something?
No, I have different classes.
Okay.
I'm using the Warhammer.
Warhammer, okay. 1d8.
9.
What?
That can't be right. That must be it.
What did you get?
Is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a d10.
Oh, sorry. That's fine.
Here.
Come on.
That's a good way.
That'd be a good way to. I like those numbers.
That is a 9. I think that's a 9, but that was a d10.
7
Plus 2 bludgeoning is 9.
9.
Now we get 9.
Yes.
So the Redbrand is gotten his ribs caved in pretty bad from your
Yeah, hit
strike.
him. Hallelujah.
He's not happy. Roundgear, you're up. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm in the room,
You're standing between 2 Redbrands.
and I can go
You
either
can
way.
hit either one.
Um,
I'd recommend you hit the one facing Edra because she's our cleric. We need her alive and uninjured. And the other one is facing Victor freaking Blackscale.
But they're gonna attack us
Is
before we
a-
attack them.
Before you attack them again, yes.
Well, but still, Finnan and Elizabeth are going to have a chance at them before too.
Well, Finnan, I don't know if
He
Finnan's
just
going
said
to
nobody else sits in the room.
Can you?
I mean, theoretically, Finnan could run into the room, press himself against the opposite wall, and shoot at them.
Okay.
But that's about the limit of what can happen.
And Elizabeth can do nothing.
Well, again, Elizabeth
Same thing.
could throw javelins at them or something.
Okay.
They're kind of, it's a very tiny room. It's
Okay.
about, the space that you can actually occupy is about 15 by 15. With every creature occupying a 5-foot space.
Yeah. A little bit too crowded for. Okay.
There's 9 total squares
it-
of available space in the room.
Okay, so we have to make it with this guy.
Yes, go for it. What are you attacking with?
Longsword.
1 hand or 2?
Better be 2.
2? Okay, go ahead and roll.
Isn't 2 higher than 1?
Damage-wise, if you hit, yes.
If you don't hit, then no.
Well, that's always the case. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, so you're making a 2-handed attack, roll the
there's
d20.
is there a disadvantage to
No, that's a d12,
a
which is
D1?
a disadvantage. You want the d20.
Oh,
The bigger
okay,
version
yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I thought I had that one. Okay.
The numbers are tiny on the d20, that's how I always saw them apart. Go ahead and roll for attack. What'd you get? 4 on the dice. Plus any proficiency bonuses.
Oh, I've got a proficiency bonus of it's 2 or 4. I can't remember.
It better be 2 unless you're unless you're hiding something up your sleeve that I don't know about. It's probably a +2.
I'm trying to find it.
It's up under your name. So your left hand is the left-hand column, up near the top under your name.
There's inspiration and then there's proficiency.
+2.
Okay.
So that's 6. Which means I didn't
Unfortunately, that does not hit. The Redbrand is able to deflect your attack. So Finnan is going to take a very careful look at this situation, realize that he's useless, and kind of flit off across the room, down the hall. He's useless. What is he going to do? Stand there and yell at you guys to go, go, go? You're just going to... That's going to make people mad. He's going to kind of tug at Edgar's sleeve and do the head jerk thing, and they're going to run off
Down the hall.
down
To see if
the
there's
hall
a door
towards the
coming.
armory.
We will accept that. There might be a weapon we could use down in the armory.
They have weapons.
And what are you doing?
That's to find out.
For them to know when it's-
So,
Okay. So then we're back to the guys.
Elizabeth and Finnan. The Redbrands are going to. The one facing Victor is going to make a short sword attack against him. And hit. Not well.
Good.
Victor takes. Three points of piercing damage.
Poor Victor.
Yeah.
He came gallantly flying into there to help us out.
Okay, I'm gonna level with you guys. 3 points of damage is something serious-ish for you guys. For Victor, it's an irritation.
Oh, okay. So
He
he's
has
not.
30 max on hit points.
Oh, okay.
He's
so
at
got
21 right now.
Finger poked or something.
He
like
got
that.
his, like, he got a Heidelberg scar on his face.
Okay, alright, so he's not gonna
He's
fall down.
not
and be
particularly
useless.
happy, but
Okay.
he's not dead.
He's safe.
Right.
Like
He's
the
not
steel.
he's not a first edition wizard. The joke being they die of 1d4 fill in the blank damage.
Okay.
So then the one facing Edra and Rangir is going to attack Rangir. And he whiffs it.
Thank you.
5, somewhere between 5 and 9, I think. Let me check.
Alright.
Yeah, 9 to attack. What's your AC?
Hmm?
What's your armor class?
The
16.
second, 14.
Yeah, he misses. And the one is Victor's turn. Victor is going to take it a little personally that he got his pretty face cut up.
But not too personal.
Interference. That's better. And he is going to attack with a 19 to hit. 10, 12. That levels the Redbrand.
Yes, nice.
So one of them's gone?
Yes.
Okay.
What did I say it was? 12 points of damage?
12 points of damage.
That's worse. Still worse. Okay. So then, Edra, you're up with the Warhammer. Natural 20.
I get some sort of too.
If you really want to. Find out what the attack is first.
1d8 plus 2.
I really don't think you're going to mess this up, but there's
Okay.
a mild possibility because he's not vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. And he's still got enough HP to be potentially stone.
7?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
So everybody's dead?
Plus 2. 7 plus 2 is actually 9.
18 points of damage, he is dead. Okay,
Thank you.
so,
I feel like I'm kind of getting it now. Not that the dice are going to necessarily say that way, but...
We've got these capsules that we've got to do something with.
yes.
Yes, and they've got that pile of discarded quote-unquote laundry in the corner.
Well, that's probably for them to put on so they don't have tunics.
That
Great
was,
tunics.
it's not
Okay.
important. The 3 human commoners imprisoned here are Myrna Dendrar and her 2 teenage children, 14-year-old Nars and 18-year-old Nilsa. You may recall them from the tavern. Thel Dendrar.
Sorry, I had a lot of water that night. I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. He was murdered by the Redbrands for defying.
Oh, right.
That night, apparently, they tell you that the gang returned and abducted the family from their home in Thundalan. They're grateful to the character, to you all, for rescuing them.
But they don't have any money.
We've currently got them locked up. Do you guys want to try and open them, or leave it up to the other people to get it open?
I think Finnan could probably get it open even without a key.
Well, Finn's currently MIA.
Well, let's see.
Victor goes at the door.
Well, when you scanned the room, would there be a key on one of the red rats?
Yeah, he doesn't get it open.
Where's the
He's gonna try to.
How can one open a door?
key? I don't have any kind of...
He was trying to just boot it open.
Yeah.
It didn't
Can I
work.
use my warhammer to splash on it, or just rebound in my hands?
None of my spells.
You could make a strength check to try and open the door.
20?
Yeah,
Because I don't have...
plus just your straight strength modifier.
Find it. This is 20. Well, it says plus 2.
Okay.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Yeah, you don't open it.
Okay.
So, as you're banging and clattering and... Are you trying to do it too? Okay.
I would not mind trying to open it. I mean,
What's your strength modifier?
0.
Oh,
0.
okay.
Yes. Roll in that 20.
Go for it.
I got a 1 there.
4. That doesn't open it.
Okay.
As we're all tugging and
Banging.
kicking and whacking, Elizabeth and Finnan come wandering back in. Finnan takes one look around and pulls out his thieves' tools again with a long-suffering sigh.
I figured he'd have something he could be doing.
Yeah, he gets it open, no problem. So,
He opened both sums?
yes.
Okay.
So he opens both doors. They're very happy. They unfortunately can't provide much information. The boss is a wizard, and he has, quote, tall furry monsters with big ears working for him.
Goonies?
Okay.
Is that the movie with the...
So what do we want to do with the Dendrars?
That is a question, isn't it?
We've got a clear path for them to go back out.
Yeah.
So we could either take them out or send them out.
Well, there is that trap.
Right. I don't think we want children on our hands at the moment.
Okay, do you want to try and send them back through the tunnel that we sent them, that we came through?
Is there any other option?
Not yet.
Well,
Finnan kind of... Elizabeth nudges Finnan, and Finnan just gives her a look but speaks up.
does he know something?
Oh, well, Elizabeth and I found a secret passage in the hallway outside the armory.
Ah,
I don't know where it goes yet. We were just about to look when we heard you guys whacking around in here.
I don't want to split up.
Well, we could, I mean, they can stay behind us. If they're with us, do they automatically become attack bait, or?
No.
Okay.
If they're behind us and nobody comes at us from behind, then we shield them. And Victor's more likely to jump in front of them if he sees trouble coming, because that's what he does.
I don't want to send them back over that trap. That would be tricky.
Yeah.
Well, do they have to roll the dice to get over it?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's see what the secret passage gives us.
Okay. Going through the passage. This area is the north end of a large natural cavern that has been finished with dressed stone block walls and a flagstone floor. Several barrels are stored against the walls here, along with a number of empty crates, straw for packing, hammers, pry bars, and nails.
Strange. Okay, what?
These are empty barrels?
Empty crates. The barrels are presumably empty.
Oh.
Well, we should probably check.
Well, we should probably check and make sure that there's nothing coming. Should I do a perception?
The cavern continues for some distance to the south. You can make out several passages that open up off the larger cavern, and what looks like a deep pit or crevasse in the floor. Okay.
You can cross it. You don't know you can just get across it without any trouble. I assume it's not too much more than 30 feet wide or 10 feet wide. Or whatever it is.
At its widest, it's probably no more than 30 feet.
So what you're doing, you're saying I should jump across?
She's suggesting you cast Misty Step to cross the crevasse when the time comes.
Not
If I
needs to
need
do
to,
now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was just wondering if a perception check would be appropriate at this point in time.
At this point, not really, because I've already given you what
Yeah.
information I would be giving you from that.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Make a perception check.
+2?
Oh wait, yeah.
I think that's what my perception is.
So 13?
A second, I always, perception, yeah, +3.
What's your passive perception?
14, huh?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
It'll be down above your proficiencies markers. In the lower left-hand corner, your proficiencies area. Just above that will be your passive perception.
Mine says passive wisdom,
Doesn't
so,
have anything in it.
yeah,
Oh.
it does. It says passive wisdom, parentheses perception.
I see your real sheet.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. He doesn't have any. He's got 0.
You have 0 passive perception.
I've got 13.
Well, I've got the skills 3 plus 3, or doesn't that affect it?
What?
I've got in here, I've got.
Yes, your that's active perception.
Oh,
You're
I'm kind of a.
not particularly in tune with the world around you.
Oh, no.
I've got a passive perception of 13.
Yes.
Is that good?
That's good, but
Okay.
so you rolled a 13 active perception?
14.
Okay. 14 active perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled
Perception.
8.
Plus perception.
Plus 3, 11.
Okay. Yeah. Most of you managed to notice that there is a secret door. We'll say this is the room here.
There's like,
This is the secret passage that came in on. There's one over here.
across the other room.
Across the little room.
Crevasse.
Across the crevasse is like down here.
Oh, okay.
Ish. It's like 20 or 30 feet. It starts about 20 or 30 feet this way.
Okay.
Around, outside of this dressed and carved room.
Alright, so, wizard.
So, the question is, do you wish to investigate the secret door or proceed out into the cavern?
Well, we can go into the secret door later, or things could come out at us out of the secret door. And my perception check didn't tell us anything about dangers that are in the cavern that we're in. I'm trying to figure out what is there to do in this cavern. But,
There's a crevasse. You could check it out. Or you could, in your investigation, you found that there are about 30 beaver pelts worth 2 gold pieces each in the storeroom that we're sitting in right now.
Oh.
well,
I don't know how much a pelt weighs, but it's probably a
If you
bit.
take all 30, it's probably a bit, but if you divide them up among the 6 people, hey! Can the family carry him?
We'll just have the Dangerars carry the beaver pelts.
Yeah.
Looted from a caravan on the Tribor Trail a few days ago.
Aha, there you go. So is this basically like a hidden place where they repack goods and ship them themselves or something?
No, it's where they unpack their loot from the raids.
Okay.
Presumably.
these things are empty because they
Oh,
were
yeah.
emptied rather than empty because
Ready
they
to be
haven't filled
filled
them
up
yet.
again. Okay.
Or they ship them out through the cavern to the south, or package them for storage in the stronghold.
Yeah, the family can carry them.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do we wish to proceed out into the cavern or explore the secret passage?
Well, we've already looted the cavern.
No, we've looted the storeroom and work area.
Oh. I don't like having a secret passage behind us, and I don't like not knowing what's in the cavern.
Call it.
Roll a d20 if you want to do the metaphorical perspective.
If I want to do
You can
what?
roll a d20 or a d10, and we'll just call it d20. What do you got in your hands? D20. Go for a d20. 10 or higher. 10 or lower, we go one way. 11 or higher, we go the other way. Make your choice which way you want to go with what.
Secret passage is a high.
Okay. 11 or higher, we go secret passage.
7.
We go to the cavern. So, a cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with it a faint stench of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot high ceiling. Two arched wooden bridges span the cavern.
Sorry, baby.
Go out, cat.
Two, like, intact
Two arched wooden bridges span the chasm.
Okay.
What do you see? What are you looking at? She's out on the driveway talking to the person. Say I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
My nose.
Huh. Adra, I need you to make a deception check.
Do I have any particular skill for that?
Add your charisma
Plus
deception.
1.
Okay.
9 plus 1.
Okay. Can you see your stat sheet?
No, this is the one from the...
Can you see your good stat sheet? Can I see that one more time? Sorry.
Sure.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
So I feel like something has happened. Something has happened. Well, we need to know what's going on.
Okay. Do you want to make an investigation check in the cavern? Your original investigation check and perception check was in the storeroom, just
Okay.
to specify.
Okay. 10.
Plus investigation.
1, I think. Oh, plus 0. I thought it was a 1.
Okay.
So I don't see.
Where are you in relation to the cavern? And to the crevasse?
I don't don't
We'll
know.
just say that over there is the storeroom,
Uh-huh.
and then the crevasse starts about here, travels all the way down here, about 50 feet
Okay.
down the chasm.
Well, I would suspect that I could see it, but I don't believe I'm terribly close to it.
Okay, so you're still in the storeroom, or have you ventured out?
I think I ventured out, but not like
Okay,
standing on the
are
edge
you
of
at the
it.
bridge, which is about
Didn't know there was.
20 feet? There's two bridges,
There's
I
two
said.
bridges,
Oh.
they're intact.
There's a bridge about 20 feet with a stone column next to it.
Yes.
There's another stone column on the other side, about 40 feet down, 40 feet south.
Okay.
And then about 5 feet away from that, there's another bridge.
Well, I'd like to be at the closer one and take, is looking at that stone going to be important?
Um,
I'm always interested in stone.
eh,
Not particularly?
eh.
Okay. So I am, we'll say, 5-10 feet away from the bridge, attracted by the stone column because that's something I'm interested in.
Okay. You're dark vision, right?
I do,
Okay.
60 feet,
So what was your perception check?
10,
Plus,
0.
Okay, it's an interesting stone, and
Doesn't tell me anything. Bummer.
okay. Do you wish to make a perception check, an investigation check as well? Okay.
yeah, I
Roll the
get a
d20,
plus
add your
5.
investigation.
Hmm?
Roll d20, add your investigation.
9 plus 5, 14. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. That's 6, right?
Yeah, it's 6.
Plus 5, 11.
Okay.
I just see
It's a
that
dark
there's
cave.
nice, yeah.
There's a dark cave. It's got some nasty looking shadows further down.
There we all are.
Let's see what I can do to help with this situation. Nope. Nope. Well, maybe. You feel a tug on your belt and look down to see Finnan pointing urgently at the south column. There's something there. Something's watching us.
So do I have to look again?
Do you advance? Do you retreat? What do you do?
I didn't understand what you
He says
whispered.
there's something there, something watching us.
Oh.
No, it's about 20 feet away, so I should have been able to see it. 40 feet. I should have been able to see it. It's within 60 feet, right?
Doesn't matter, it's hiding.
Okay. Oh, okay, well, do you guys want me to use a spell to throw some light on the situation? Because I can cast, I think it's...
Is it a cantrip?
It is a light cantrip.
If you want to.
I'm done panning.
Looks esto.
Okay. You see this pop
Oh,
out from behind
charming.
the.
What is that?
No, I know.
It's a something.
Do you want to roll a history check to see if you know what it is?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a history check. Do you have any experience in your background with
17. Plus... Plus 3.
Okay, it
So
is
20.
what is known as a Nothic. They were once wizards who dared to unlock magical secrets they couldn't fathom. Though gifted with strange cosmic insight that allows them to extract knowledge from other creatures, Nothics are no longer the wizards they once were and have no memories of their previous lives.
They'll get you with what?
What?
Did you say they'll get you with?
Gifted with cosmic,
Gifted, okay.
strange cosmic insight.
Okay.
They're gifted with strange cosmic insight
Gotcha.
that allows them to extract knowledge from other creatures, but they are no longer the wizards that they were and have no memory of their previous lives.
Okay.
As it shuffles around the edge of the column, you all hear a voice in your head. Welcome, travelers.
Welcome to
Travelers. What brings you here? Do you have food?
So do we have to put some sort of protection on our? I mean, do we have any protections that we can throw up at this point in time?
Do we have to protect ourselves? I'm not sure what's the harm that the thing does.
It's in our heads.
Yeah. It's asking us stuff, and it's gonna know whether we've got food. Probably by saying, "Do you have food?" It can then understand that we've got food because we would go, "Yes."
Think it.
Yeah.
You can speak to it.
Well, but if we don't have
I was
to,
gonna say, well, why wouldn't we speak to it?
go right ahead.
The single eye whips around to stare at you. Greetings, Rangir. You've come a long way. Why do you travel in such curious company? And you, Edra Meadowleaf, what has become of those mercenaries you once disobeyed?
What is the safest way out of here?
What is safety in these lands? And what will you pay for it?
I gave up the charm. Let's see what I've actually got. Are we in a
Cube?
huh?
Cube?
No, are we, like, you use the light, are we in an attack mode, or are we in, I'm trying to figure out.
Well, it's not really seeming particularly dangerous or aggressive right now. It's simply a voice in your head. So they communicate telepathically.
Right.
Rangir can remember that they communicate telepathically.
Yes. Rather than answer his question, perhaps you should ask him another.
I asked a question.
Well, yeah, I would imagine there's several million questions one could ask.
What's the point?
I don't know.
This isn't the Sphinx. You're not here to get information out of it.
I wanted to get past it. Actually, do we have to get past it?
Do you?
Well, he's on the far bridge. We have a bridge closer, right?
Yes. But
Do we even need to go across the bridge? We've
there's,
also got.
right, there's the secret passage, but aside from that, there's no real way across the crevasse.
Okay.
The two bridges are the ways across the crevasse.
Right, but it's the furthest one that has the creature.
The Nothic next to it.
Right,
yes.
and probably there's something on
But
this one
if
too,
you were to
but-
cross the bridge and it were to be aggressive, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, about 20 feet away from you.
Mm.
Which Nothics, they have about average speed.
Okay.
Just a second, I have to check something.
So it knows things about us clearly because it's asking us questions. That's the cosmic knowledge that it knows, right?
Yes. Sort of. Cosmic insight.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to disturb Cammy and Dakota. They're out on the edge of the driveway, and I'm not taking them.
Yeesh.
Do you agree with that assessment, Cammy?
Yes, that's fine. I don't have any knowledge of having disobeyed anyone.
What are we looking at?
Keep looking.
Okay.
What are we looking for?
Oh, I see.
Oh, Mom is checking her character backstory because the Nothic was talking about things that she didn't even remember.
Gotcha.
So it was able to discern that fact about you. That was your
Okay.
deception check.
Oh, I see. So if I had had a better deception, then he would not have been able to discern that. I understand.
Speaking of which, Rangir, I need you to roll a d20 and add your deception bonus.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why?
It's a 2.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
I don't have a 20 perception bonus. I have a
Deception. Deception.
deception. I've got a net 1. I've got a minus. I'm pretty. What you see is what you get.
Wizards are often but sometimes they're not.
Once you start watching Critical Role, you'll know that they're not always. Sorcerers are also not necessarily known for their people skills. So...
We need to do something.
I need to do something.
We need to, but I'm not an initiator. Generally speaking, I will follow. As Victor or
Victor
Elizabeth
tries
or-
not to come forward and make decisions.
I know.
What?
Victor tries not to be the one that makes decisions.
Who said that?
You did because
No, I
you
didn't.
don't want to do things because you've got knowledge.
Oh. Okay, fine.
That's
His personality is
Yeah.
different than his reality.
no. I can't.
But I suppose you could ask Victor if he is.
Well, let's Rangir. The voice fills your head again as you stand there deliberating. How has your quest to rededicate and reconsecrate the Temple of Cragmaw gone? Not well, I wager.
Since I haven't been near the Temple of Christ,
That would do it.
get me there, and I'm sure we will be able to do it.
How would
I am
get you there?
accumulating gold if that will help me buy those implements that I need.
How would I get you there?
I don't know. How would you get me there?
I can't. It's a nothing, not a teleportation scroll. Oh my word, why are you asking the nothing to do this for you? It's a crazed, flesh-hungry monster that is just here in the cave.
Can you be bribed?
Do you have food?
Can you be bribed?
Do you have food?
You can say it too.
I heard that.
I didn't.
No, we have no food.
No food.
That would tempt you.
The lone eye rolls over to you. Are you sure about that?
We have bugs.
Thin and face palms behind you. Roll a deception check.
I have no deception.
Try it again, try it again, try it again. Please roll. We need to teach you how to roll.
2.
Oh, can we jazz them up a little bit? Ooh.
The Nothic's eye narrows. I can smell flesh that is not alive upon you. You have meat.
Well, it's good to meet you.
Are you offering me your hand?
Only if there's a weapon in it.
So does this mean that you do not wish to negotiate? Elizabeth kind of does this number and steps forward. Let's talk food. What kind of food are we talking about? Meat. Any meat you have would be most beneficial to my hunger. Just kind of dissolves into mad cackling and insane gibberish as it fills your heads with this.
I presume we are, Elizabeth, carrying some meat?
Yes, Elizabeth brought along some extra food, and she manages to strike a bargain with the creature. Because otherwise, unless you guys want to fight it.
No.
Do you wish to fight?
No, I would rather
Alright.
bargain.
That's what I was trying to do here, but you two are just like, oh no, let's just play with this
Well, I wasn't sure.
telepathic insight creature here with a no deception wizard trying to play coy with a Nothic.
That's our problem.
Hello! They have insight of cosmic proportions. Oh my word.
And I'm kind of dense.
I'm not saying you're dense, I'm just saying.
I think it says that.
In exchange for food, the Nothic grants you passage into the crevasse.
Into. Not
Into.
over.
Well, Finnan wants to go check out the crevasse.
Okay, finish.
And Victor's going with him just to make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Well, then maybe we should all stick
And
together.
Elizabeth is staying there to kind of hash out the deal with the bugbear. Right? Jeez Louise, with the Nothic. So. Woo! Woo! Okay.
95 trolls.
What? That's not a 95 trolls woo.
Well,
A
that's
95
a
trolls woo
95
would be
tons of
hey!
Gold. Woo.
Okay. Anyone else coming down?
I'll join you.
I'm going down. I'm
Okay.
certainly not going to try and negotiate.
This
There is a
true.
chest in the fissure. It contains 160 silver pieces. I'm going to just write all this down. Okay. 160 silver pieces. 120 gold pieces. 5 malachite gems worth 15 gold pieces each.
Wow.
One at a time.
Mhm.
Okay. 2 potions of healing.
Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
And what's called a scroll of augury.
Is that like a perception type thing?
Let's check. I have no experience with the scroll of augury yet, so I'm hoping it's in the rulebook. Fiddlesticks.
Not.
But the Appendix A magic items should have it. Scroll. Spell scroll. Guess not. No!
Really?
No! There's nothing!
How can there be nothing?
Where's the flats? Augury. Okay, so a spell scroll is a one-time use of a spell without expending a spell slot.
Nice.
Augury is by casting gem-inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Can you get that? Second level divination. When you hit second level spells, you can get augury as a thing.
Is that thing do you have
It's a
prepared?
cleric thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the scroll of augury just off the bat.
Alright.
So you can add a scroll of augury to your
Nice.
list. I don't think you can use it until you get second level spell slots. I don't know. We'll just let you.
Is it rechargeable then?
I don't think so.
I'll just put second level.
I can double check and see if
Oh, that's fine.
it's something you can. Let's just say you can cast it for now.
Okay.
So, spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If it's on your class's spell list, you can use an action to read the scroll and cast its spell, whatever it is. But at a higher level, you normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so it would be a DC 12 ability check if you don't wait until you can get second level spell slots.
Okay.
Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and the scroll itself crumbles to dust.
Oh, okay, so it's one-time use.
Yes. So,
We've got to check everybody's weight on the gold and the silver.
yeah, we're getting a little close there.
I'm not, but, you know.
Finnan's close, he's within a pound.
I get,
I
did I
put
say I
in,
was allowed to
7
give? I
pounds.
can't remember.
It should be...
106.
Write it down.
Yeah. Somewhere.
I didn't.
Victor's within about 30 pounds of his weight limit.
I am within 7. Let me jettison.
Finnan's
I
within
remember
one.
what it was that I had.
Finnan's got, has he been busy? We didn't notice?
No, Finnan just had a lot of stuff. And I didn't notice. Okay. So,
Oh, man.
at this point, Elizabeth has the lowest of the 3 of my people.
Okay.
The lowest what?
Weight versus limit ratio.
I think I was like 150 or something, but I can't.
What's your
remember.
strength?
My what?
What's your strength?
Probably none. 0. Oh,
Strength.
10.
So you
That's
have
the little
100
box,
you have
right?
yeah. You have 150 pounds of carrying capacity.
Okay, so I've got 112 that I've got there.
So you got some space, you can,
Yeah.
some weight possibilities.
Well, Edra's got 168 out of a 240 weight limit.
Right now,
Yeah.
200,
She has a 240 pound weight limit. She's carrying 168 pounds of gear.
oh, I've got 203 written down.
Sorry, not Edra, Elizabeth.
Oh, I was gonna say, cause I've got-
Elizabeth has a 240 pound weight limit and 168 pounds of gear.
So she's got lots of carrying
That's what I'm saying. I think she has the most carrying capacity at the moment.
Yes, yeah.
Victor's pretty close. He's got 30 pounds of spare.
So how much does all that gold weigh?
Gold. Coinage is 50 coins weigh about a pound.
So we got
160
160?
silver pieces is 50 coins is a pound.
3
3 pounds of silver ish. 3 pounds ish of silver pieces. 50, 100, just over 2.5 pounds of, or just about 2.5 pounds of gold pieces. I don't know what malachite gems weigh, but there's 5 of them.
I would say they probably wouldn't weigh a ton.
Yeah, they're 15 gold apiece, so whatever that means.
That's just the equivalency, right?
Yes. And I don't know what that means in size. I don't know the standard value of a malachite gem, so it will be, we'll just call it a pound for the lot.
A pound for what lots for all?
The 5 malachite gems.
Okay, so we
Anything
should-
less, if you get 1 malachite gem, you just count it as less than a pound.
Yeah,
Don't count it.
right.
I vote we distribute the malachite gems separate from the coinage, so
Uh-huh.
everyone gets a malachite gem.
Right.
Mark 1 malachite gem, MALACHITE, on your stat
We
equipment.
had a room.
I'm giving